It's a shark party! Hi guys, welcome back to Treat Petite. I'm Selena. Today I'm going to be making these cute shark cookies. These sharks are wearing a party hat, so it looks like they're ready for a party. Someone sent me this shark image and asked if I could put it onto a cookie, and I said sure. I don't really know who created the image, so I went online to try to find it. I'm taken to a Tumblr page by this guy here. I don't know if he's the artist or not, but since he's the only source for the image I can find, I guess I'll give him a little bit of a shout out. So let's thank him for this awesome party shark image.
Thank you!
Okay, now let's get on to the cookies. I printed the shark image and made a template that I could transfer onto the cookie. I'm going to outline the image using an edible ink marker. This one here is by Rainbow Dust and it has two nibs. It has a fine nib and then a more broad tip. It's a pretty versatile little marker. I'm just going to outline the basic shape so I can pipe over it. I'm not really a good freehand artist, so I really like to use stencils and templates for a lot of my cookies. I'm using a stiff piping consistency icing for the outline. I'm going to outline this in a very thin line. The sharpness of the line will be softened when we flood this cookie. If you want to preserve the line, you probably want to make the line a little bit thicker. But for this cookie, the lines are kind of sketchy, so I don't want a really crisp outline. I'm using tipless bags here, but if you like tips, this is probably about a tip size 1. The shark body has two colors, a lighter gray and a darker gray. I'm going to use a 15-second consistency icing to flood the body of the shark. For more information on icing consistency, check out my royal icing video. The link can be found in the description box below. While the lower portion of the body is still wet, I'm going to flood the top. I want these colors to blend together seamlessly, so I'm going to flood the second color immediately next to the first color. You can use a toothpick or a scribe tool like I'm using here to move the icing around into the smaller sections. Next, using a wet on wet technique, I'm going to pipe a few details. Wet on wet will give you that same seamless icing. The icing will settle into the first layer, keeping everything smooth. If you want your details to stand out, let the bottom layer of icing dry or crust before piping on top of it. Next, using a 15-second consistency icing again, I'm going to outline and flood around the shark in white for a background on the cookie. Once the cookie is dry, I'm going to use my edible ink marker again to add some fine detail. For the party hat, use a 15-second consistency red icing and draw a triangle and fill it in. While the red is still wet, using a wet on wet technique, add some white lines. Finally, pull a fine line down the face of the shark for the party hat string. Let your cookies dry completely before stacking or bagging them. And this is how we make these party sharks. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more cookie videos, please click that subscribe button. Leave me a comment below with suggestions for more cookies. If you want to see more Treat Petite, follow me on social media. And as always, thanks for watching.